Hi, I'm Lindsay from Shreve Memorial Library and welcome to Art Club. This week we're going to do a pretty quick watercolor. I thought it might be fun to paint a flower for spring now that it's officially spring, even though we've been doing spring stuff for a while because winter was not acceptable. So we're going to do a bookmark today and we're going to paint lavender on it. This is a scrap of watercolor paper that's just cut off from one of the 5x7s that I do a lot for Art Club. This happens to be 2 inches by 7 inches, but just use whatever looks about the right proportions for a bookmark. So here's what we're going to do. So here is what you need. I have 3 watercolors today. And now, okay, test out your mix because it depends on what kind of watercolors you're using and really what choices you have for watercolor. The best mix I got is a pink and a blue. Okay, I tried a red and a blue, tried a few things. Yeah, and this is the best one. This is the one I liked most for lavender color. So you can try a red and a blue. You can try a purple and a blue. What you want is pretty much a bluey purple that's diluted, but this is my favorite of the ones I tried. So I have a pink. This one is permanent rose. You don't have to use a specific pink. Use whatever you have. This is cobalt blue, and this is permanent sap green. It's a yellowy green. If your green is bluey, then you might want to add a wee little bit of yellow to it. Just cause spring green is a little bit yellow. It's a yellowy green. It's a bright yellowy green, and that's the color that I'm kind of going for that. Anyway, okay, so here's how you do this. This is super easy, and just think of the other applications you can do for this. You can make a whole painting of these. You can do all kind of stuff. Make a greeting card. There's all kind of stuff you can do with this. We're just going to do 1 sprig of lavender on this sheet of watercolor paper, and this is going to go so fast and it's so easy that you'll be like, oh, I can do that. So I'm going to mix it. Okay, I'm going to get some pink. I'm going to get some blue. I'm sure you can see that. Okay. Need more blue. Let's see what this looks like. Always test your colors, be sure. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to add a little bit more blue. Let's get whatever mix you end up liking. And I know this is going to be, yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This is pretty strong, okay? So I'm going to go down here and make it diluted. And this is a small brush. I'm just going to use this one. You can use a bigger brush for this part if you want. I want it pretty diluted. Let's see what this looks like. Too diluted. That's what it looks like. Better. Okay, so, and remember, watercolor dries lighter than it looks like it is when it's wet. So keep that in mind when you do it. Here's all I'm going to do, okay? And you see it's kind of like a cone shape. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to do it, there's no traceable this time. I'm going to do it kind of curved. So this will be the top, okay? And I'm just doing little dots is all it is. Leave gaps so we can put a stem in there. Okay, you can do it as close to the top as you want. I think it might be fun to punch a hole up there, or else we can always trim it. I might end up trimming it. But this is all you do is you just go down. It gets a little bit wider as it goes farther down. Again, leave white space. Really leave more white space than I'm leaving. Okay. Then I'm going to gather in a little bit at the bottom. Oops. Okay. I might end up just trimming this at the top up there. Just make it look not terribly symmetrical, but a little bit symmetrical, okay? And now I'm gonna dry it. Okay, it's dry, and now I'm gonna go back with the less diluted and mix it up again, because mine's kind of separating a little bit, which I think is great. I think it looks better like that, but you know, you do you. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna put some little darker things. We're gonna give it some dimension. Just like that. And still remember, leave some white space so we can put in your stem. Just go down, add as much or as little as you want. Just trying to preserve some of that white space. Definitely want to put some more down at the very bottom just to shape it a little bit better. So I just wanted it gathered a little bit better. Okay, now I'm gonna look it over, see if I'm happy with it. Okay, so when you're happy with it, dry it again. Okay, it's dry. I really like the way this looks. I think this is cool. I do kind of wish I would have put it up there, and I'm definitely going to cut it off here. But that's cool. There are no rules against that for sure. Okay, so now I'm going to get my green. Remember, if you have a bluey green, you might want to add some yellow to it. So we're just going for a nice springy green. Spring green is, I think, my favorite color. I love how all of that bright, cheerful green that we're seeing everywhere right now. So I'm going to test that. Looks pretty good. Actually, I might add a little bit of yellow. I'm going to add a tiny bit of yellow to this. This is going to be, I'm going to add some, this is Hansa Yellow Light. Use whatever yellow you have. That's all cool. I'm just adding a little bit just to see better. Let's see. So yeah, so I just, ooh, that's nice. So I just have a yellowy green. Okay, and all I'm gonna do with my little brush is I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna curve this. Okay, just like that. Okay, and now with this all dry, I'm gonna go in and add a stem in here in the empty bits where it looks like it might be coming up. It could be poking through just a tiny bit in there. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, and that is really it. I am going to sign it. Don't forget to sign your painting, even when it's quick and small like this. I'll use this purple. Just gonna do it in the corner. Lightly. On a painting like this, I think it's definitely nice to have it in a subtle color. There we go. But sign your painting. It's awesome because you made it. And oh, I love this. I think this turned out so nice. I cannot wait to use this in a book. So this is something you can do. This would work with a lot of kinds of paint. You don't need to use watercolor. This would work great with acrylics or gouache. You could probably pull this. Yeah, you could pull that off in oils if you wanted to. I wouldn't put that. Don't put that in a book. But yeah, this is a nice, super simple painting to do. I am going to cut this off. Let's see. Let's use this, and I'm going to cut it off about here. There is absolutely no rule against doing something like that. I'm just going to square it up with this ruler, do that, and then I will get a pair of scissors. Okay, and I'm going to cut it along that line, and here we go. It's one really nice thing about bookmarks and stuff like that that you're already using scraps for is you really don't have to feel bad about cutting it. So yeah, isn't that great? And this is a piece of paper I haven't wasted, and this will be beautiful in a book. So this was super fun. I hope you had a good time today. I hope you painted with me. If you did, please take a picture and send it into the library's social media. We love to see what you do. And thank you for joining me for this week's art club. I'll see you next week and we will make more art. Bye.